Hola amigos! Welcome to another video from Victor Marathoner. Today we will be starting a new video series, a sub 4 hours, 16 weeks training plan. And why? Mainly two reasons. First, my next marathon will be in exactly 16 weeks time. I've signed up to run the Hanover Marathon on 3rd of April 2022. And the second reason, it's related to the sub 4 part of the goal. Earlier this year, I ran Berlin Marathon, one of the 6 majors, and I'm really happy. I have finisher t-shirt, finisher medal, and I managed to finish Berlin despite the heat and tough conditions on the day with a new PB for me. 4 hours, 1 minute, 49 seconds. But as runners, we want to improve and be a better runner every day. So in the next 16 weeks, I want to share with you how I've structured my training plan to hopefully and finally be able to break that 4 hours marathon barrier and finish Hanover Marathon in under 4 hours. So I hope you find this goal exciting and you want to join me. And now let's get right into it. So, in general, I approach a marathon plan splitting the training in 4 weeks blocks. Each block has a specific goal, and the 4th week of each block is a rest week. We decrease the volume or intensity to let the body recover and be ready for the next block. So normally it goes like 3 weeks up, maximum 10% increase week on week, and then 1 week down, 3 weeks up, 1 week down, 3 weeks up, 1 week down. And then at the end of the training plan, we always have 2 weeks taper to let the body really get all the training benefits and have fresh legs for race day. But there's one big caveat. Of course, you cannot go from couch potato, never run in my life, to run a marathon in less than 4 hours in 16 weeks. You need to have a minimum level of fitness required to start this training plan. And for me, that would mean roughly to be able to run continuously with no stop for 1 hour, or run 10K without dying in the effort, and not really feeling you are going all out. If you can do that, please listen carefully to the next minutes, because we can get you to run and break a 4 hours barrier in a marathon. I will explain in another video how I got from couch potato. I've been there, trust me. 2nd of January 2021, I went for a run and I couldn't really run 3 kilometers. I had to stop, walk back home. And then in 26th of September, I finished the Berlin Marathon in 4 hours, 1 minute, 49 seconds. So I've been there, but of course that's longer than 16 weeks. And that's a story for another day. So now let's focus, let's deep dive into the first block. Okay, so the first training block is the general block, where we build our endurance and we safely increase the weekly volume. As I mentioned before, maximum 10% increase per week. What works for me is, rather than focusing on the distance, so kilometers, miles, 10% increase, focus on the time, because you will see that training and be consistent and disciplined over time means for the same effort, your speed will increase. Which means if you base your training plans on distance, you will get over time faster and faster to cover the same distance. And that has a counterproductive effect, which is you are training less time your heart rate and your body at that level of effort. So my training plan is based on time in this block, because we want to run at an easy pace, and what I mean with that is that runs should feel easy. So you can talk and there's no short on breath, you can finish your workout with the feeling you could have run for longer, you can take on another activity during the day, so you haven't completely gone all out. It's relatively easy. People talk mainly when talking about paces between 1 minute, 1 minute 30, slower than your marathon goal pace, but this completely differs from person to person. For me, having a look at the last year's data, it's around 45 seconds, 1 minute, 1 minute 10 seconds slower, but it's completely different now than when I was 9 months ago. So train based on time. So think about how time you can dedicate per week. I run 5 days a week, so I run Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's rest day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday long day, long run, and then Sunday rest day again. And I run roughly 5-6 hours per week. In later blocks, probably 7-8 hours. But we'll get into that shortly. So, we've completed successfully the general training block, 4 weeks, and now we are going to start introducing some speed work once per week. So we continue with the same approach, but then on Tuesdays, as you can see, I introduce some interval training. So that's to awake our fast twitch muscles, and you can start with an easy one I like is 1 minute hard, 1 minute jog walk, and repeat that for 8-10 times with maybe 2 kilometers warm up, 2 kilometers cool down at the end. So if you do that, it's very easy. 1 minute all out, then 1 minute jogging or walking, up to you. So that will give us in a really good position to start the next training block. So the next block in our training plan is the competition. So this is all about getting ourselves, our body, ready for race day. And what do I mean by that? We need to be able to run a marathon under 4 hours to maintain that race pace, that target race pace of 5 minutes 40 seconds per kilometer or faster over 4 hours, 3 hours 59. That's the target. This block is where we start to include some speed play, not only in the intervals, and you see the intervals are getting more challenging in this block. It's also during the long run. So for me, that's Saturdays, that's when I go for a long run, and in that we will be alternating our easy pace and then the target race pace could be 5:39, 5:38. You just need to then start increasing the duration of first maybe 3 kilometers interval, then 4 kilometers interval. Ultimately, if you manage to do that training with 4 repeats of 5K at target pace, you'll be golden. And now we will be moving to the last block, taper and race. This is only 2 weeks, and the goal is to reduce the volume but maintain some intensity, some spice, so the legs are fresh, but you still have some intensity in your workouts, so you are on the best shape for race day. So that's all from me today. I hope you like that explanation, and in the next 16 weeks I will be posting week on week the videos on a weekly recap on how the training is going, because you always have to plan and adapt. So please subscribe, and please share with your running buddies, with your friends, and I will see you in the next one. So hasta la vista.